foot with my buck stick. 22 cent booty pig. 24 make movie flick. 26 mile high club. 3 Sims in the bathtub. Geechee for the lap up. Pray to God you meet each other and mom some. Ask you still hate me, cause I fucked her best friend. She wanted to be a lesbian. Me too. Fat bitch when I eat too. Back boom on eat you. Beat you. Slap yo on walls. Ebony, POV. Met you on Pornhub. Hashtag all caps. Fat ass no water. Book is money daughter.
Zip
You ever
or
seen that
pill.
on Snatch?
Yeah, I miss my
was-
magic, man. I was
that
doing
was
some
Snatch.
some magical stuff before
Magic,
the camera
right? That's what
came
you're talking
up.
about today.
Yeah,
Magic.
man.
No magic thing. How's everybody going?
Excellent.
This
man.
is
The one,
the only.
two,
Real.
radio.
Radio.
See, one day we gonna harmonize. One day I'm gonna go low, you gonna come in, and then Jen, she gonna hit it with the high.
Yeah, I can't sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't carry a
Talk
note
it, talk it. You got the smooth though. Talk,
In a
just
paper
talk
bag.
it. Just Kurt Franklin it
with
or,
handles
Just
from both hands.
Puffy that joint, too
That
real.
look like
Yeah, take
Yeah,
that,
I-
take that, too real.
Once again.
Your man C, behind these glasses is terrible, man. It was a rough afternoon, so I'm out of respect for everybody else and myself, I'm gonna wear these today.
Your girl Tia, Loren, Instagram. Hey.
No, your man Chuck Wagon, no Instagram, but
just
I
here,
had to do
just
that.
here as
Before I
always.
say something.
just here though. But yeah, what's up? What's up, man?
How's everybody's
we
week
doing?
doing? How's everybody?
It's going.
This week went by pretty fast. I know that much.
To me, it
It
The
did.
week always goes by fast.
Oh nah, this joint.
Life.
But this
goes
was a
by
payday though.
fast.
This was a pay week. Like anytime it's a pay week, you kind of look forward to that.
You're right.
To
My
that check.
company
So you
just
kinda
got.
Look forward to owing somebody and shit. I just had to pay my goddamn rent today. I don't want to talk about no type of payday for who. Somebody got paid, not me.
Speaking on that, my company that I work for just transferred over to biweekly. So yeah, this was like the lowest check I ever received in my life.
Oh, so you were monthly at first?
We 2 times a month,
2
the
times.
15th and the 30th.
So that's about that's about a month.
That's
So, but what are you saying you're on now?
they get 1, 2,
That's
3,
just
4.
You know, sometimes you get every week, like every.
Oh,
other
you
week,
saying
every
now
other
they
week.
actually on the whole?
Now we're
Okay,
bi-weekly.
okay, I got you. Yeah.
So-
Nah, I know how that go though.
This week, man. This week. What happened this week? Anything special this week? I don't have a funny story. I just have something I want to say. I want to do like a public service announcement later
Oh, yeah,
on.
go ahead. You got the floor.
Oh no, that's later. But in the news, The miners.
They all home. That's
Devised a
part about
plan,
it.
man. Did you
they
see?
all made it. They all made
Did
it.
you see what they had to
Yeah.
go through to get those guys, those boys out of there, man?
Yeah.
Hell no,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like 3
In fact,
hours
they all
underwater
made it,
swimming.
though, man.
It was.
Marine died, and you know.
And that's the wild part about it, though. I mean, think about it, though. It almost has
3
everything you
hours
need
swimming.
for a Disney
Underwater.
movie, though.
So how they get them out?
Like, it got
How they
everything.
swim back?
Mask,
Yeah.
just oxygen
They gonna make a
tanks.
movie.
3
Oh, they're
hours
gonna do a
back?
movie.
They
about it.
man,
Yeah.
look, I saw one person strap. I don't know if they did every person. I only was able to watch one, person. Yeah.
I can't watch
The
it.
space was like this big. I was having a panic attack
Yeah,
watching it. Like I
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
hit the J and breathe at the same
Like, it's
time. I
hard
was
to
like,
breathe watching this
holy
joint. Yeah,
shit!
man.
Like, and then to think that I'm watching maybe 2 minutes of this, it's 3 hours of this shit
Right.
So where did this whole come
per
from?
person.
They made this whole.
I'm
They
not
had
exactly.
To, they had to do some.
Nah, they had to hurry up and
drill
do it. Yeah, they had to drill.
Yeah, they
and,
drill,
They
move,
pumped
I
out
mean,
some water.
they
I'm
make
and-
talking,
them
I'm talking
bigger.
about spaces where they had to.
They had to make them bigger.
Yeah.
They weren't
move
even big.
rocks. I mean, holes where they
It was parts where the divers couldn't
if I
even
show
get
you it
through
right
with their-
now,
with
if
their
I
packs
pull
on
it up
the
for you.
back,
Yeah, I mean, literally, I almost had a panic attack watching. So,
Yeah,
man,
the
those
main thing
guys,
about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
y'all about to have a movie.
They gonna
You
have
know
a
what I'm
movie. They
saying?
gonna-
At
yeah,
least
there's
let
gonna
them
be
pick.
some
Let
more
them
stuff,
pick. Let them pick their celebrity, man. Let them, you know,
Who
for
they
their
want to-
movie.
Who they want to play them and stuff.
Yeah, who's they dive? Let them pick their celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, I can dig it. But
That's,
nah,
I mean,
that
that's
joint was,
amazing. I mean, I just couldn't imagine,
was
and
a
then I couldn't
blessing, man.
imagine being a diver under. I mean, I just couldn't imagine myself being underwater for 3 hours. First of all, being the diver, but then being somebody strapped to a board for
Yeah.
3 hours, still underwater. I don't want to
That
be
let you
strapped
know how
in.
deep they was in that cave, though. You know?
Yeah,
the
I
fact
mean,
that it took like
How did
4 hours
How
to
did
get
they?
out.
Would they
like-
go
Well, it
in
was a
and how did
ritual.
they?
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what I heard. Like that was their like not hazement, but like their little
Rite of
thing.
passage or something like
rite of
that,
passage.
and
That's what they
yeah,
used to call it. That's what they call it.
I got a
rite of
feeling
passage.
they gonna change that rule.
So,
up.
and it was a
I just-
25-year-old coach, guys. He wasn't like a 30 or 40-year-old. He was 25. Okay, so yeah, I have a problem with that.
It doesn't look like any spot
Yeah,
of
that's-
that should be.
That's why-
None of that looked like somewhere where you would want to squeeze. I mean,
My son
You ever-
would have been mad at me.
you ever squeeze
Like,
into
you're
somewhere?
not going.
You ain't messing with
I
it.
don't care. You're not going.
You know the joint they got me.
You're not
at?
going.
You know
Like a
Luray
ritual.
Caverns, right?
Like a ritual.
You know they got the joints. for
We
that.
moving out the
I've
the
been
village.
thinking about like Jen,
You're not going.
like Jen talking. I've been thinking about Luray Caverns. Like, nah, man, what if something happened down that joint? Like, I don't know. I mean, I went there back in the day.
I mean, Luray.
Luray is
that's-
deep. That's deep
I
underground.
mean, but
huh?
that's like a tourist attraction. So
Yeah, you
they,
good.
they
That
do
cave was a
maintenance
tourist
and
attraction too.
But
If
they
you
do
was
Man, they
on the
found a
maintenance.
ground-
cave somewhere that has a whole rainforest set up on the inside. Like you go in and it's like
You
a
do
whole
roller
other
coasters?
ecosystem.
Yeah, I do.
so you
within
do a
it,
roller coaster,
like-
but you won't walk in Luray Caverns.
No, what I'm saying is based off of
Luray
what you
Caverns.
saying. Like, nah, I wouldn't let y'all go in the cave. It's almost like, all right, what's to stop something from you
No,
down
but
Luray
the thing
Caverns?
is this
and
without
the ground
this
shake
my
real
point.
quick.
This my point.
What's up?
What are you doing going a mile underground with my child? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Making them a man.
No,
That's what she said.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that-
now
The
what?
makings of
No,
manhood
no.
was
They were
down.
all different ages too. It wasn't like
My child
they were
definitely
all
not going.
12,
You gonna make him a man in the cave?
Hey,
Hell
don't,
no.
clown, hey, don't clown out the
My son not
ritual,
going.
man. Don't do
When
that.
they pull you about that cave, but you making my child a man, I'm gonna beat the brick.
Oh, they
making my
all
child
men
a
now,
man
though.
in
My
the
son
cave.
They're not home.
Oh,
They're
think
in-
about what you
they're
just
in a
said.
hospital
Making
for
him a
You're right.
man in the
You're right,
cave.
or something like that.
No bueno.
right?
No bueno.
Exactly.
Um,
no.
But what else happened this week?
This week. Well, you had an abundance of
Eclipse happened this week.
an eclipse.
What was that? Up?
What?
Well, they say there is eclipse often. It's just
the
wherever
full
you
moon
at and all
eclipse,
that.
right?
I don't know.
I've been reading into some of this stuff. You told me about this. So I'm reading.
No, you talking about? Oh, you going deep into what's happening? I guess on the astrological plane or something. I don't know.
You said it right.
No, did I? I don't know. I was just babbling on and shit.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say. I was gonna talk about all the parking patties, the permit patties, and that was gonna be my PSA tonight. Just
Yeah, that's happening. I mean, you heard about the dude on the plane, right? Where he was in first class, and she was like, "What you doing in first?"
yeah,
class?
what you doing in
And-
first class and
Yeah.
demand. You know, the craziest part to me is it's not just the person in charge of the plane, or the person at TSA, or Oh, the lady told the guy like, excuse me, I don't think you're in the right spot. This is for first class.
Yeah,
And he was like,
that's
oh,
a
yeah,
joint,
I'm
right?
right.
Yeah, he was
You
like,
know what I'm saying? Oh, we should just go in front of you anyway. Like, what? Why? Like, you know what I mean? Who the fuck
Not
are
going in front of
you?
me.
If you don't work for the
Already
airline,
established that.
He played it cool. He made it humorous.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
like, nah,
But then he
it wouldn't have been
apologized.
humorous,
He
though.
apologized. Ended up apologizing for making the lady famous.
Right, that's what, but that's the thing though. He felt sorry for her though.
For
And the
making
joint that
her-
I read, he
for-
like, yo, I actually
I didn't-
felt
I didn't
bad
mean for her
because
to
she
go
doesn't
viral
know,
or whatever.
She's ignorant. It's like, yo, why we having
Yeah, I didn't mean to
sympathy
make her
for
go-
the oppressed? Like, I don't get that. Someone
I didn't even
oppresses
hear the
you, you had
story,
to.
so,
Me, but I
but-
don't know
Because
how to-
that's put in our subconscious, I guess, to
Yeah.
apologize. Well, they know now what they do to be oh so forgiving and all that, But yeah,
You say you're not familiar with the story.
I'm
You're
not.
not.
I
Okay.
didn't hear it.
Long story short, black dude standing in line, first class.
They call you
class,
first.
They call you first.
that way you can you
Right.
can look your nose. You can look.
Priority
That way you can
seating,
look your
right?
nose down at everybody
Yeah.
else that gets on the plane.
So he's
Look
standing
at these
in line.
poor
He
people.
got his ticket. He waiting. White lady behind him. She like,
poor
excuse me, you're in the wrong line. Like, oh, this is priority.
Oh, they'll seat you
know
soon.
what I mean? And he was
They'll
like,
seat you
I'm
soon.
good.
Okay.
He goes as far as to show her a ticket and all this and that, and
But
then
why
now
do I-
she talking about, oh well, we should still go in front of you. And
Wow.
All this, yeah. So he tried to shame her and take a picture of her and then go online. And
And,
all this
he
and
made
that,
a
but-
joke. And he even made a joke about himself being too fat for
Right, he
economy
was like,
or whatever.
I'm a rich nigga with money or
Yeah, I'm a
something. He
rich
said, and then
fat
they said
nigga with
people
money
started
or whatever.
clapping when he said that and shit because he called her out on her racism. But I'm just like,
But-
yo, the fact that even happened though, like it's just, I don't know. I mean, that joint is
To all of these people, now my thing is this: if the airline asks me to see my boarding pass, if the
oh, you got
if the
some money on
security,
your hand at that
if the
point. That's a
security,
lawsuit right
I'm
there.
not saying that, but what I'm saying is, if the security guard at the gate of the pool asks to see my ID or whatever,
Okay.
who the fuck are you, lady, who was just on the lounge chair
Right.
to get your ass up and come over here and ask me to see any fucking thing?
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm here, I'm here. If they let me, if I went through the fucking gate, it's none of your business.
Right.
People been you got 4 people in the pool. You got too many people in the pool. You can't sell water on the street.
Right.
And my thing is this.
What happened to mind your own business?
Not even that. Here's my thing to white people.
But
This,
look at the precedent though.
this
I mean,
my
it's like,
advice.
come on now.
This is
Look
my
at
advice
what
to the white people,
president is
though.
doing.
My advice
So-
to y'all is just stop because you're losing your fucking jobs. You're getting fired from every association that you're affiliated with. Your company's fired. Oh yeah, you can't find another job. You're not. People aren't able to hire you now. The lady here's the one that got me. The lady
The cannabis lady?
yeah. How the fuck you get people to stop buying bud?
Right.
You went and
From
called
you,
it.
right.
You fake called the fact that you didn't call the police on this little girl. You know what I mean? The fact that you fake
Remember she
called
tried to
the
hide
police.
though. Remember she was hiding and ducking behind the wall.
Just
and
stop.
shit?
You
Like,
guys are going to lose your businesses, your jobs. You're going to be ostracized from your friends because nobody can be seen with racists right now. You're riding with Trump's side or you're not a racist. You're losing your. How do you lose your dispensary? How do you lose you sell bud? Everybody smokes. You got people that just did. I'm not even gonna go to you no more.
What happened?
She called the police on. She pretended to call the police on the little girl selling water across the street from the stadium. Said you don't have a permit. That's their thing that they're banging right now. When their kids got lemonade, y'all created the goddamn lemonade stand,
eliminated
and
5-cent couple of
you know what I'm saying. Do the Girl Scouts and shit get a permit, or they just get the okay from Giant to go sit out there?
Right, I think they gotta just get the okay from the store owner. For
The
real.
store just says okay,
Any
right? But they don't need a
Any
permit
store
though,
owner,
right?
yeah.
They
I
don't.
don't
They don't
think
have to
so.
have a permit to do that shit, you know.
But
So
then-
they're good.
business.
Young, just for not selling cookies. Oh yeah, I'm calling the police on y'all asses. Y'all better have a fucking permit. Produce,
Mind your
and I'm just
business. That's
I'm a
all.
regular
Just
person,
mind
and I
your
demand to see a fucking permit. You know what I'm saying? Is that not fair?
I mean,
So that was my PSA. Just stop, y'all. Just because y'all losing your businesses, you're losing your jobs. You know, your family can't hang with you and all that type of. Yeah, it's really fucked up. You know, so that's my thing. You know, because it's a new one every day. A new police officer's getting fired. The guy that took his daughter's boyfriend out the car.
My bad.
but this makes the world go around, I guess, because this is just what
Racism?
happens. It's just
Nah,
what
I see.
It
it's
shouldn't
just
be
a
that way
different-
though.
The
That's
spice of life
stupid.
and
That's
shit, huh?
stupid.
Yeah.
That's
It
stupid.
shouldn't
That's
be.
stupid.
It's
But this is what it
2018.
is.
Racism
I mean,
wild part
mean,
about it, though.
Racism makes the world
Even
go
if
round.
you
I'm
don't
not
like
gonna accept
somebody
it.
or whatever the case may be, that's
what it is.
causing you to be that way. Even if you don't like somebody, why
Just
you
let-
gotta block what they doing? Just mind your business. Like,
Right.
My biggest issue.
You don't have to
Like what
like
they
me,
say,
but why
if
you
you-
gotta
if you-
block what I'm trying
If
to
you
do?
can't
It's not
help,
even race
don't
either.
try to hurt me. If
I
you
don't
can't
even
help
say
me,
it
don't
is
hurt
for
me.
you.
You know what I mean?
The
Just let it be and shit.
The
Right.
biggest issue I have is calling the police on black people because we are immediately when you say black guy with a or black lady, I'm having a problem with the what is the description African American person? Immediately there's a tone and there's an attitude that comes with the police officer already.
It's a response.
Yeah,
that
right.
comes. It's
We're
not
getting
even just
we're getting shot
right.
for
They
nothing
actually
right now. And
respond to
your
that call.
comfort
Yeah.
means more than my life at this point. That's what you're telling me because you're uncomfortable with me swimming in the. Did you take a shower before you got in the pool? I mean, it's been a bunch of them. The white guy that asked the lady, "Did your daughter take a shower before she got in the pool?" There's been skin problems. Yeah, probably from you,
skin
psoriasis.
problems.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, it's.
I ain't even
We
hear
not.
about that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I could
like
go
one
down the
every
list.
day,
It's
Joe.
every day. There's a
Every
new
day.
one. There's a new parking permit Patty or a pool Peter.
There's
or,
one on my corner.
and they all lose their
Racist
jobs.
moment of the week.
The
That's what
fucking
it need to be.
the lawyer yelling at the
Right.
Hispanic lady
for speaking Spanish.
for
Right.
speaking Spanish.
in
You know
front
what
of
I'm saying?
him. Like, yo, don't speak Spanish.
And he
in
look like
front
he
of
should
me.
be speaking Spanish as well. though.
Don't speak your native language.
It looked like
in
he
front
should
of me.
be somewhere down the line. Somebody was speaking Spanish in his family. To me, that's what it.
And let me ask you this: How you feel about apologies? Like, when
Fuck your
people
apology is done.
Apologize.
Once you
Like,
throw,
After what they've
once
done.
you throw it
I'm
out
not
there,
big on
you
apologies.
can't.
I'm just
Once
like,
you throw it
yo,
out there, it's
is
out
what
there.
it
You
is.
can't
It's
pull
cool.
it back.
It's like, but it's like the apology to me is almost like you coming back from something. Like, remember,
You can't.
when he apologizes because remember what happened.
But-
He started losing shit. Remember, he started because he's a lawyer.
Yeah,
Remember,
right. So
clients
he losing
and shit
cases.
started calling back. People started calling him racist and
his
shit. So
firm,
therefore, he
his
felt
firm
the
released
need
him.
to
Yeah.
apologize.
Once it's even if you don't lose anything behind it, once you say whatever you say,
Oh, you talking about Papa John?
once you
Now-
Papa
Ooh,
John's, that's
I
sweet.
forgot
Papa
about
John's,
that.
I forgot all about
Dang,
him.
I forget
He had to
about
step
Papa
down.
John's, man.
You cannot use nigga
Damn,
in any
I
type of
forget
sense. In any
But
type
he did
of.
it a couple of times though,
Yeah,
y'all.
he
It wasn't
did it a
just this
couple
one
times.
time.
He been letting you know.
But
for real.
the
Remember
NFL
whole flag
shit,
the
he dropped a
shit,
little
yeah.
hint with the NFL shit. You know, he was just
Okay.
letting you know this is what he
And this is
that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you care about your
He got
business,
that money, he don't care.
if you care about your
He ain't
livelihood,
got
if
to
you
get
care
no more
about
money though.
if you care about what
He
you
want
the
build,
money he got, he ain't got to get no extra.
no
They
matter
want
how
what they want.
uncomfortable you may be, shut the fuck up. Because you're going to lose everything. I mean, people just... And then people are on a crusade to crush people right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying that some of these campaigns, you know, are... I'm not trying to delegitimize anybody's movements or anything like that. But they on a campaign. Everybody's on a movement right now to crush your ass. It's you did what? Who did it? To who? To anybody? Let's crush him. Let's crush his business. Let's shut him down. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a move to Australia. I mean, they trying to kick... I mean, they... Bill Cosby, Weinstein, anybody that had anything negative, that did anything that had a negative effect on another person, they come to crush you. It's a whole movement of
Think about
people.
it. We're in the era now where more shit is exposed. You
But-
dig what I'm
but-
saying?
but
Like,
they- but-
there's more.
That's all
There's
it is.
more
crushing
light
people,
now.
though.
There's
We're-
more light
That's
to
all it
shine
is.
on the darkness.
That's all it
basically,
is.
now. All this social media, all these phones,
That's all
cell
it
But,
is.
we're on,
phones,
but,
all
but,
that shit
but
like
there's,
that.
there's
All
groups
that's
there's
been
groups
going
of
on
people
the
that are
whole
just looking for
time.
one thing
Same
to
thing
move
been
one
going
thing to
on
the
the
next
whole
to
time.
destroy,
But
man.
now-
You
now
know what I'm
can
talking
see
about.
it.
You're looking at me
Now
laughing.
You can see it more and shit.
You know what I
Just
mean?
see it more now. Yes, I agree.
Oh, how about that whole Kylie? She's now what the
Oh man, we was talking about
Self-made.
this at the barber shop. How y'all feel about that?
self-made.
She ain't self nothing, young. Look, if you
Good
born
for her.
on third base and you hit a home run,
Congratulations.
don't
Good for
act
her.
like you hit a fucking
Yeah, nah,
home
nah,
run.
nah.
You
That's
was
not
born
that's
on
not a good
third
one. That's
base.
not a good
No,
one. That's
that's
not
a
a good
very
one.
good
Was it-
one.
No,
What
no.
you talking
If
about?
you're
money over
if you're a
some
runner,
lotion,
a replacement runner on third base,
No.
and they bring in a
She
replacement
was
runner.
born on third base.
Oh,
She
you said
ran her ass.
born. You said born on third base.
Born on
Okay.
third base.
Okay.
She ran her ass
Okay.
home, scored, and acting like she hit a fucking home run or a grand slam or something. It's like, come on, Joe.
I mean, that's
First
the
of all,
Donald Trump thing too, though.
the self-made part is like, hold on, your name is tied in with your Kardashian
Donald
name.
Trump and his
Your
$1
shit
million
is tied
daddy.
in with your people's
His
and
$1
shit
million
like that.
loan from his dad.
I'm not hating on her money, but I'm just saying making it like, yeah, she the youngest self-made billionaire ever. Like, you
21
ain't come from.
self-
Yeah, I mean, I do recall her sister having a sex tape and already being the most searched for woman.
She took one for the whole family, and that shit prospered like a motherfucker.
that was
We
slick.
ain't
That
know
was
shit
slick.
about her.
Well,
Remember, it was just.
Hey,
who
Ray
was
J,
taking
Ray
the
J,
money?
I feel. Come
They
on, Ray
fell
J.
for
I'm,
it.
Remember, nobody
I'm sending
knew.
you a hug, Ray J,
Billion?
because that was your shit. That was your sex tape at one point.
Billion
She
dollars.
owe you some money, Ray J. For
Stop.
real, she helped. Yeah, she going like
Ray J
that.
still
man.
getting money from that,
That
pretty
stuff
sure.
must be
Nah, Ray J hurting right now.
That nigga getting
I heard.
crumbs from that shit. That nigga getting
man was
crumbs off
hurting.
the table. Ray J, I'm sending a hug to you, my brother, because that was your
Kim
sex
ain't
tape
paying
at one
him
point.
no
It was not a
attention, bro.
They
Kardashian
ate
sex
it up,
tape.
and people ate it up.
And somehow or
And
never,
they ate it up.
Yeah.
They ate it
that
up.
joke still popping up on Pornhub.
They
Yo.
ate it up.
I ain't never seen the joint either. Man.
It's
Good for them.
trash,
I ain't
young.
never
It's
seen the
garbage, young. It's garbage.
Yeah.
But
Hey, they
Yeah,
ate
he
it
sent
up.
it
Alright,
away,
so-
said go ahead and be something, you know, do something.
we done shot the shit, I guess, long enough.
Yep.
So
Once you start talking about the Kardashians, I'm ready to wrap that shit. Wrap it up, B. Get that shit out of here. Friday the 13th.
You know, you gotta hit that. You gotta hit that, right? Jason was my man, yeah.
Hey, fuck both of them, man. None of them are catching me. I'm fast, young.
nah,
even
Jason-
though I'm
Jason
old
was
now, I'm
relentless,
fast
though.
still.
Nah,
You're not
nah.
catching me
You
walking the
gonna
same
trip or
speed.
something. Jason
Get
had
the fuck
the
out of here,
ability
young.
to make you
I have not.
fall,
I tripped
He
today.
had mind
I tripped
control to
today,
make you
but I did not
fall
fall.
somehow.
I did not fall.
That's that 13.
I don't fall, young. I don't fall, young. I haven't fallen.
Today, everyone was
I
driving
feel you.
I haven't
I
fallen
stumble
in like
a little
10
bit,
years,
yeah,
young.
but I don't fall.
I'm not
Definitely
falling, young.
extremely cautious.
I've been on these same legs for 30 years. I'm not falling no more, young. It's no new scars and shit. Unless
Young,
You
Jason
almost
is
fell today?
relentless.
I
Young.
tripped. I did not fall.
Don't get
It
me
wasn't even my heart
started.
didn't even race when I tripped. I was like, oh shit, damn, I tripped. Young. Fuck.
That's the key though. Stumble, never fall though. That's
Yeah.
the
So
key to
Friday
life.
13th.
The key to life, little
What
grasshopper.
happened today that was kind of like
What? Crazy shit?
unusual? Yeah.
Anything happened? Nothing.
Yeah, to anyone?
Nothing. I
Nothing.
didn't even know it was until somebody told me it was, and then I was like, oh shit. Like I think we put more on that shit. Like I think
Today.
yeah.
Where's my
I think
Mr. Engineer, Mr. Wizard? Where's our cat, our cute cat with the 13th there? Can we? There we go. Boom. Friday.
No,
Right. Superstitions,
see
man.
how scary that's supposed to be.
the
right?
black cat.
Yeah, that's supposed to be
Yeah.
black.
Black cat. So
Black cat is always scary.
No, it's not. A white cat is scary actually, but because you don't see those too often. The black cat ain't.
I seen a white squirrel, young, scariest
Oh,
shit
the
I ever seen in
albino
my
squirrel?
life. That junk had red eyes.
Yeah,
I don't know why
yeah.
the albinism gives them red. That thing looked like the devil. I was high as a kite too. I was like, oh nah. So
Yeah,
superstitions.
I don't trip off of that. Nah, the black cat or that. Nah. I
You
ain't
don't,
never-
you don't follow any of the superstitions, any of the positive or negative, because when
Nah,
we say
it's what you choose to believe.
When we
If
say
if you
superstitions,
believe
though.
it, you believe it. Just
So-
like if a 4-leaf clover was in here and I'm like, oh, I'm lucky now. I believe I'm lucky now. I'm putting energy out there like I'm lucky now. It's because I believe in that 4-leaf clover. Versus like if a black cat crossed my path, I believe that. I put that energy out there.
so
If I don't, do I just it's
Just
like,
regular.
I don't call nothing I believe in superstition. It's just what I believe.
so
You said what?
I don't call anything that I believe in superstition. It's just what you believe. You know what I mean?
All right.
So the whole,
so
you
black
know-
cat cross your
Call
path.
it that.
How you feel about that?
A black
Like,
cat.
Yeah.
I don't feel nothing. It's a black cat.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
cute.
It's like cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, the black cat.
what's another one? Black cat.
But see, this one says if a black cat walks towards you, it brings good fortune. But if it walks away, it takes the good luck away from you. Then that's what that says. Now,
All right, so I
I've
lived in
never
a
heard
place
that,
with a
but
lot of cats and shit.
who
And
came up
motherfuckers
with
are
that?
always crossing it.
That's
They
what I'm saying.
always-
Who came up with this?
And when I put out the cat food, they definitely came towards me. And when it was gone, they walked away. You know,
Right.
there was no food. When they saw it was no food, they walked away. So does that
Maybe
count?
that's why you got some people
Maybe
who
you
feed
have to walk
cats.
away before the
Feeding
food
cats
is
brings them
done.
to
They say
maybe,
cats
you
can
know?
see into your soul anyway, so that's already that's another superstition. Cats, I guess, are super.
Cats got a lot of.
The Egyptians
superstitious
kept them
qualities
around
and
because
stuff
they
like
thought they
that.
had mystical powers and all that type of shit. So what another one? Cat walking under ladders is supposed to be bad luck.
A bird in the house is a sign of death.
A
Y'all
bird
heard that,
in the
right?
house.
If a bird get in, y'all ain't never heard that.
How the fuck a bird get in your house? That's the
Now, see, now think about it.
You
What
gotta have a
happened
chimney.
Was a bird came into some dude's house that was probably old as shit already. Was about to die. Bama died. Oh shit, bird got in the house.
No, they
Don't
say.
let a bird get in your house. And then that shit go around. I'm just saying, I'm not downplaying any of this shit, but I'm just saying, think about the scenario that had to happen for that to even become something. Bird came in somebody's house and they died. And then.
I mean, if it
the
happened
shit
100
spread.
times in a row, then okay.
If every time a bird gets in somebody's house, they die a
somebody's
month
dead.
within. What's the time frame they gotta legitimize?
100 times.
Oh, for the.
Right,
yeah,
like
yeah,
if a
right.
bird get in my house and I die
Right.
5 years
100
later and
times.
shit.
Right. It's
Hey,
like-
you remember that time that bird got in the
That's
house?
what
That's
happened,
why he
right.
died.
Exactly.
5
Exactly.
years
That's what they
later.
gonna say.
And shit, does that count?
5 years later.
It's got to be like 30 days and shit. You got 90 days to claim this superstitious.
They got some crazy ass stuff, man.
What about the one if you break a mirror, right?
7 years bad luck.
7 years bad
I don't
luck.
believe that.
Where 7 come from? Why it ain't 6 years? Why it ain't 5 years? Like, why 7? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just.
What you got? Walk under a ladder.
Who is stupid enough to uphold that in their brain for 7 years? Who's dumb enough to be like, oh,
I bet.
stepped on that goddamn crack?
I broke my mama's back.
Shut
Now.
up.
You remember that?
I wouldn't.
Stepped on that crack 3.5 years ago. It's all my fault.
Now think about it. We
Mommy's
all got
crippled.
family from
Got
the
does?
south.
Riders in the back.
We
Who
all
put
got
all
family
that
from
pressure
the
on
south,
themselves?
right?
What if the
Stupid.
mirror?
We
what if
can't
the
knock
mirror was
our
just
southern
what if the mirror was
traditions
just
that's
super
embedded in
expensive?
us as people, huh?
What if the mirror was just super expensive back in the day, and somebody was like, "If you break that, man, it's gonna be 7 years of bad luck," just so you wouldn't drop the mirror,
And now they say
and it just stuck. Like you know, what I'm
Stuff
saying? You
like
drop
that,
that
yeah.
fucking mirror, it's gonna be 7 years of bad luck, and
it
it's
could
like,
have
all right.
happened that way.
I'm looking it up now. I'm just saying.
What do
Now
you
let me
consider
ask
bad
y'all
luck?
something. As far as the ladies,
What do you
when
consider
y'all
bad
used to
luck?
put the weave in y'all head,
It's all about what you believe.
you burn your hair? You burn it? You ain't never burned your hair, Jim? When you
If I
put the
ever
weave in your
burned
hair?
my hair,
Remember putting the weave in your hair, the first hair that come out,
putting
you
the
supposed
weave
to
in my
burn
hair.
that shit?
No.
I ain't never
You don't know what I'm
heard
talking
of
about? Y'all ain't never?
I've burned my hair before. Being, you know, when you
By
first get
myself
your
on
first
that?
curling irons and you first learning how to curl your
That's
bang.
an old school joint. You're supposed to burn the hair.
No.
You put it in aluminum
Oh,
foil.
you talk
supposed
about
to
the
burn.
ends of
The
braids
end-
or something like that?
Not burning the ends, but it's like when you taking the hair out. There's something about burning the hair. That's like good luck.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
see,
heard of
you
that.
can check- man,
I
see,
heard
you
of
can
that.
check that
Yeah,
out. I'm
yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
I heard of that. I heard of that.
And it
Yes.
happens a lot when
Yes,
girls used to
I
get
heard of
their
that.
head done. You get your
I
head
heard
done,
of
that hair
that.
that come off, boom, spark
Yes.
that up, good luck.
Okay, so apparently the Romans
I've heard of
The
that.
Romans tagged the 7 years. I don't know why exactly, but the Romans tagged the 7 years of bad luck. Okay. So they believe that it took 7 years to renew yourself. So that's where 7 years of bad luck came from. Now,
7 years.
Right. So now the breaking of the mirror came from, they believe that, like, when you look into the water, that was a reflection of your soul. So if you broke the mirror, you broke your soul. That was your soul in the mirror. So you broke your soul, and it would take 7 years to renew.
Before you,
So that's where the 7
crazy,
years of
man.
bad luck came
It's
from.
crazy.
Oh, bullshit.
Thank you, Goop.
I'm telling you, man, it's a whole bunch of stuff, man. The sky's falling when it was fog or some shit. What was it like?
Yeah, Chicken Little
Earth
type
is
shit.
all that. Yeah, man. Just-
So superstitions. Let's wow, I'm happy with that one. That was pretty cool. Find that out. What other ones do we have that we follow today? Ones that we carry on today. Okay, so that's coins to make a wish. Flicking coins into a fountain.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And thinking it's going to make
Right,
somebody's
right.
look. Some homeless guy is coming at the end of the night.
And taking all that money.
And getting just
racking up. But
get
no,
all
you're
the
right though.
silver.
That is one though.
That's
Yeah,
one.
the little-
I mean,
little
we
wish,
everybody does that still. You
Oh,
walk by a
yeah.
nice fountain. The locks in on the
Paris.
bridge, right?
But it's no longer.
That's
I think
right.
they're on
Forgot
like
about
the
that.
like the lamp post or whatever, like throughout. I think they
Remember the
took it off
joint back in the
bridge.
day?
Yeah.
Remember the catch Santa bed and shit? Remember the little
Oh, the little
used to float and
joints.
shit if you was
Hey,
able
I
to
seen one
catch it
today,
shit?
and as a grown man, I was like, "Shh,
Man,
should I chase it down?
What about the wishbone?
I could use some fucking luck right now."
Right.
The
Wishbone and
wishbone.
shit. Right. Yeah. It's just,
Kids be fighting over them jumps. My son and his cousin, they be
To this
fighting.
day, right? Still
Crying
fighting.
telling you,
over it.
man.
It's a
Oh,
method to that.
don't open up an umbrella in the house.
In the
Remember
house,
that shit?
right,
Like
right.
that does something.
I got one that we don't think about. Tossing
I
the
don't
bride's
like that
garter.
only because it's
Yeah,
stupid.
tossing it.
That's
yeah.
why I don't like it. Not because
Why
it's
the
a superstition.
Yeah, why the fuck would you need an umbrella in the house?
But
Like,
the
I mean,
clothes
that's
that
that.
umbrella. What are you
superstitions
doing?
are
That's
stupid.
Because
though.
they
A lot
wanted
of
to
them
dry.
are.
And that's what I mean. The
Wow.
definition is something that is basically something absurd. It's like an absurd type.
Think about
of,
it. Take super away and put stupid. Stupidstition. Think about it. Like for real, superstition. And I ain't knocking what somebody believe, but if you take super out and just put it in superstition, like, all right, yeah, you, all windows should be opened at the moment of death so the soul can leave. I'm not knocking that. Don't get me wrong. Don't put no voodoo on
Get the
me.
fuck out my
I'm
house
just
and
saying,
shit.
though, it's just like, all right, okay, like shit. Dream of a lizard is a sign
you
of having a
said
secret
if-
enemy.
You
Like,
said if the groom drops the wedding band.
No,
on the
I did say
ceremony,
the garter.
marriage is doomed.
Yeah, the
Right.
garter.
If
I
he
mean,
drops,
even
I
the
mean,
act of
but
tossing,
Throwing
even
the
the act of
garter.
If you
tossing
think
the
about
bouquet
it
in the
with
garden.
that one,
your wedding, it's bad luck.
if
It's
somebody
raining.
died
No,
in a
rain at your
house,
wedding supposed to be good luck.
No, I
if
thought-
somebody dying in a house, you won't want the windows open anyway.
Oh, just hey, there you go.
How
long would they sit?
So maybe it ain't to let the soul
It ain't
out.
got nothing to do with the soul.
Maybe it's to let just the.
You just let the
stench
fuck
Well,
out.
then
out.
We need to write
maybe
that
no.
down.
Now here
Hey,
you go.
Jim
Maybe
be
at
thinking,
some
I
point
like
people
that
believed
shit,
that passing gas was you letting your soul out. Some people, some cultures believe that
fall
passing
in that
gas
shit.
was your soul. Maybe that after the
Man,
body
it's
dies, it
crazy,
still passes
dog.
gas. Maybe that's open the windows to let the soul out.
Maybe.
Yeah, man. You got
I
a
mean,
lot of
but
stuff, man.
basically
I'm
the,
not knocking it, man.
definition
See
says,
that
you know what I'm saying?
all of it has an origin. Like
It does have
everything
an
came
origin,
from
though. A lot of
something.
it.
All it
just-
says is a term of belief or practice that's considered irrational. You know, any irrational belief, anything that you know,
Shit, throwing
don't
salt
split,
over your shoulder.
don't
and
split
shit,
the
or
pole.
if you-
I mean, the bouquet in the garter.
Yeah.
Where's that picture of? Do we have a list of common common
I'ma tell you.
superstitions? Here you go.
Oh, there we go. Finding a penny on the. Now I used to do that. Now
Find-
I used to do find a penny. I ain't gonna lie.
Now,
I pick that joint
I pick
up.
them up now just because 100 of them motherfuckers is $1.
If your ears burning, someone
So-
talking about you.
Right? If you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You're
Remember
supposed to
your
bite.
palm,
You're supposed to
if
bite your
palm
tongue.
is itching and shit. You got some money coming.
They say that one
What
palm
it
is
say?
one
If you
palm is
spill
in.
salt, throw it over your shoulder to avoid bad luck.
The
I've
groom,
never
the
heard
groom
of that.
shouldn't see the dress on the wedding day. Remember,
Right,
everybody
yeah,
says
everybody,
bad
you know
luck
what
and
I'm saying?
shit. You know what I mean?
Putting new shoes on the table. Putting
That
shoes.
palm- that
Who the
palm
fuck
itching
puts shoes
thing.
on the table? Putting
Oh, yeah.
putting new shoes on the table is unlucky.
That palm itching thing is real.
Yeah, the palm itching joint.
But one of them is supposed to be for money, and one of them is supposed to be to lose money or something. It's
Left.
supposed to be
Depending
left
on
is
what side it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Laugh is
Oh.
lose.
Maybe why that
Yeah,
shit
right.
ain't working
It's
with for me.
game.
Though.
Touching-
Touching wood is Apollo. You know, you gotta
Touching-
hit the.
Touching wood is.
You know, you gotta hit.
what
the
that-
oh, look. At
Is that
shit.
why I keep
Look
my
at-
hand in
look
my
at- look at
pants
shit.
all day? Shit. That's why Al
Look at
Bundy was
shit.
doing the shit. He was touching wood all day, man. That's what's up, man. Good to know. Good to know.
Look in the mirror. Yeah, man.
I mean,
It's a whole bunch of
They
stuff
say
though,
knock
man.
on wood.
yeah, knock on wood or whatever.
knock
You know
on
what I'm
wood,
saying?
man. But like I said, I don't knock what you believe in. If that's what you believe in, so be it. It's cool. I
No,
don't, you know.
we had a
I don't have to say
conversation.
anything bad about it. On
We had a conversation, and you were saying that, believing in it gives it validity.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Boom earlier, and he said he was saying that if somebody tells you you're going to come into a whole bunch of money, anything that makes money, you're going to be more aware of. You're going to have more. It's like a subliminal, like planting a subliminal message.
Yeah. Like think about it. You heard of the law of attraction, where some people will say that. Now some people call that God. Some people call that spiritual. You know, some people put it on other things.
Don't get
but
me started.
to get it on the market and sit back and was like, it's the law of attraction. Like, yo, just attract it. Think about it. Vision boards and shit. Like, go to sleep with it on your mind, and you know, the energy will bring it there and all this and that. But it's like, yo, who's to say that, yo, you might not just have been able to do that if you just focus. But it's like you focused on something else that ended up getting your energy to focus. So at the end of the day, you did focus, but you focused under, you know, maybe something that you thought was magical or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know.
It's working whether or not you know it's working or not. That's the thing. with
What?
that.
You say it's worth what?
It works whether or not you know it's working. So that's how that goes.
But
Hey, whatever you believe in, man. What Tupac say? Who do you believe in?
nigga, mistletoe. I'm looking at it now. Mistletoe.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these
Yeah,
are
mistletoe,
some
yeah.
of these are
Yeah,
outrageous.
Kiss under the mistletoe was good luck or
Supposed
something
to be
like
good
that?
luck. One of them says cutting the wedding cake. The reason why they send small pieces of wedding cake to people that couldn't attend because it's good luck. Back in the day, they would the wedding cake was made with was actually like more of like a bread or a loaf with fruit and stuff in it, and they would actually break it over the bride's head. And people would run down to pick up small pieces of it, and that was supposed to be good luck. So that's why small pieces of the cake, you might see older people maybe scraping up little pieces of the cake or whatever it's supposed
To
to be.
get some of it,
Yeah.
Why you have
Shit,
to have
throwing
the
rice
cake
and
at a
all that.
wedding.
That's why
Remember
you
that
have
shit?
to have a piece of the cake at the wedding because you know back in the day they broke it over. That's ridiculous, man. How you
bunch of
get
stuff,
married
man.
and get a cake broken over top of your head for good luck? Like that's the
See,
bird
hey,
shit.
I was just about to say that, young. Think about it. You know who started that?
Who?
The first dude who got shitted on by a bird.
Nah, man, that's
Twisted it
good.
on everybody. Everybody laughing
you-
at him, and she said, "Watch
better
this,
get you
man.
some shit on your head.
Watch
You
this. This is
know
my
what I'm saying?
lucky
You better-
day." And then he probably found a nickel or some shit on the ground. Was jumping up and down. And everybody was like, "Look, you see Johnny?" And that's how I'm telling you, young. That's how it probably started. Young. It probably started from the opposite way.
Right.
Cause how you gonna tell me getting shitted on is good luck?
Good luck.
That's
Baby,
like, come
baby,
on, man.
getting pissed on by a baby is supposed to be good luck. I guess that was just to make you not
Make
be
you
mad.
feel better. Yeah, it
about
make you
getting
feel
pissed
better.
on.
Right.
Oh, it's good luck.
Right. That's what it is.
I can't even pissing on people from the
Hey.
start.
Oh no.
From the jump,
He's very lucky.
Robert
young.
Kelly.
If you
has
need
been a
some
pisser.
luck, young. If you need some luck, go holler at R. Kelly. Yeah,
Peace
he,
and love, my ass.
he got all the
They
luck
say
over
it's
there.
called a golden shower.
Fuck out of here. So, do you guys believe in any? Do you follow? I mean, there's some probably that we subliminally follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting
magic,
the kiss
baby.
on.
I
I'm getting the
believe
kiss
in-
on Christmas.
I believe in magic.
If I catch your ass under the mistletoe, mwah.
You do the New Year's.
Say
You do
no.
the New Year's meal. You do the collard greens.
The big-
black
nah.
eyed peas.
Love and magic.
See, look at it.
I do. The
Has,
chili.
has it worked for you? Has it ever worked for you? Have you
I mean, yeah.
What do we, I mean?
did
How
the money
much?
come
How
in
much luck are we
abundance? Did
looking
the
for?
rice come
What?
to
Yeah. What do
help
we?
you?
Yeah. What do we? What do we?
Huh? Well, I guess so. I'm not.
That's a staple. That's coming. If you do right, that's coming.
I'm just saying, man. You got a whole bunch of stuff out there, man. This is how you look at it, man. This is how you look at it. Yeah, and that's how it goes.
The beans and the
That's when he pops
Beans,
up
the
too.
pork,
Where
the
we
rice,
doing some
the-
other
the
shit.
collard greens and shit. For good luck. But what about you? You subscribe to it? Do you? How do you feel about it? Like,
All right, so here's my thing. I don't necessarily. I'm not religious at all, so I don't believe in any of that. I mean, it's too far beyond my limited comprehension. But I don't split poles on purpose and shit. Like when I was younger, I did, but I could use if there is a such thing as luck or superstition. I'm gonna try my damnedest not to, to try to help it along and shit.
say you
so.
split a pole and you recognize it, like, oh, I split that.
Oh,
Pole.
I'm not
You
going
go
back. I'm not
around
going
it?
back
All
to
right,
walk
you go,
around the pole, but
Even they tell you.
I damn
Right,
sure.
it's-
If
right,
me and
the
my
other
son,
person, right.
if me and my son are walking and he about to split the pole, I grab him by his arm and snatch his ass this way
Son,
real fast.
no.
Look, we don't
Right, one of
look
them
just
type
in
joints,
case.
slow motion joint.
There
yeah.
is some juju out there. I need all the
juju.
good juju I can get. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a dude.
And I hope juju's not a person.
I saw a dude. I'm in the car. He split the
Juju.
pole. He with his lady. He split the pole. His lady like, babe, you split the pole. So he goes around. I'm looking at him the whole time. He look at me. He like, hey yo,
Look here, simple bitch.
He's like, yo, what am I
Look here,
doing
simple
about it?
woman. I am not
Right.
going. Nah. Get her simple ass out of here. No, feed her chicken nuggets and French fries for dinner. No. So, we do.
Yeah,
we
we
have a
do.
guest.
Yes,
We have a
yes,
guest.
we have a guest.
We want to get our
have a
superstition
guest, man.
babble out of there. We have Ms. Zayna Allen, holistic healer, epitome of
Thank you.
woman, right? Woman.
Yes.
I got that right. All right. And we're gonna take a small break. I'm gonna kick somebody out. Maybe I'll leave. I need some space, some fresh air, and we'll get her in here, and maybe she'll do a reading for someone.
All right, cool, man. Too real.
Friday the 13th. Met you on Pornhub, hashtag all cast, badass, no water.
Welcome back
Hey,
to our
guys.
show. To Real Radio.
Just the girls.
Hey, we got to record that. I like that. That joint tight.
We back with Zaina Allen.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
I
coming.
appreciate it, seriously.
Yes.
It's my first attempt on radio and video of any sort.
So welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
We
Feel
broke that
honored.
virginity, huh?
Yes, you
How-
did.
Oh,
I'm
We
sure.
broke that cherry.
Even though I'm scaring
huh?
some people by accident, but it's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell
Terrified.
us a little bit about yourself.
Well, a few of the things I do tarot photography. I'm a published writer. I'm a herbalist. I have my own stand at the Ward 8 Market in Southeast every Saturday between 10 to 2. And y'all should come tomorrow. We have Ward 8 Day. It's going to be a big festival and a surprise music artist that you all will like.
Okay.
What else do I do?
You do a lot.
That's not
Sounds
even
wonderful.
one.
It sounds great.
The rest is just
Yes.
fun. But yeah, it's
Wonderful.
a lot.
Okay, so what are you gonna do for us today?
I mean, if anybody willing to get a reading, I mean, if you want to talk about superstition, I can correct some people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes,
Definitely. If you are the
yes.
expert,
Tell us
please.
How do you
Please.
yes? How do you feel about the
Please.
13? What do you feel about what we said thus far
Well,
today?
a lot of things y'all do subconsciously, I'm not even aware of. Like, my business is called Epitome of Woman because my name means woman. Friday is the Venus day of the week. Venus is like the feminine energy, the divine feminine. So every Friday is all about divine feminine. Before patriarchy, it was like the day you're supposed to manifest your biggest creations, whatever dream you have. It's all about death and rebirth. So you have to let things go to get somewhere. And the 13th will be like the most divinely feminine number. So Friday the 13th is the number and the day you're supposed to like manifest your biggest dreams. The reason why a lot of people got a lot of conflict on this day because they're afraid of the number and the day. So a lot of people just run away from the things that are feminine. And
Right.
our own spiritual hiccups create the chaos inside of us, not the actual day. Like what you were saying earlier about intention, basically, about what you put out, you're going to get. Law of attraction.
So give us a background into tarot. Tarot, how am I saying it? Am I saying it right? Am I saying it wrong? Tarot. Tarot.
It's
Give
no
a-
right or wrong about it, but tarot are divination cards that are based around the Kabbalarian theory of the tree of life. The cards are simply cards used to like express the journey through consciousness. Every life, as people, we go through a life phase, a life journey, a life cycle. The cards just express the journey one by one through the major arcana. Everybody will go through every individual card at their own individual time. That's why we have empathy. We have all these things. We're not separate. We're not as unique as we wish we could be. And the cards just bring our unconscious mind to life because everything that we physically see is an expression of the unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Yes. Are you similar to like a psychic, or is it like psychics are they like cousins of tarot tarot readers, or is it like completely different, or is it like
Different.
Yeah, like she said, it's a different medium. The medium is simply the tool. I could do what I do with tarot cards without them. You could do it with painting. You could do it with radio. It's just the medium. Psychics are just highly intuitive, and they trust it. To be a psychic or empath or intuitive, you have to trust what you're doing. If I claim myself to be clairvoyant, you'll believe me just because I know how to express and articulate my intuition well. Clear just means clear. Whether it's clear seeing, clear hearing, which is clear audience, it's just actually trusting. You call it what you want.
Is this something that can be learned, or is this something like a gift? Is it
It's
something?
you all born with it. Some of us
All
just
we-
have
yeah.
been conditioned not to believe in it. It's the same as how you were speaking about all these superstitions. You was like, you like the mistletoe when you want the kiss. That's your preference, but the ones you don't understand are the ones you're aversive to, so you reject it. But it's the same way. It's just we choose what we want because we get praised for this one and we get pushed away for that one. We learn from our childhood. When you get what you want from your dad, you want to say F mom. But when dad not giving you away, you go right back to mom or whoever. We
Vice
choose.
versa. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So Jen's gonna get her.
Oh,
Do you have a preference, or you just want to see just to prove? Okay. Well, in life, we love to believe in the illusion of coincidence. And you see how y'all found me, and I'm just some tarot reader, but it has some link to my business and woman and the day and the number of the day. It all links together. The consciousness has a weird way of like giving us what we need when we need it. And with every card pull, you could think it's a coincidence. You could think it's whatever you want in your mind, but you got what you needed when you need it out of each individual card. What you take from is what you take. Maybe it's supposed to reframe your mind. So all it's going to do is just show her what her unconscious mind been dying to tell her the whole time. It's just she never wanted to listen to herself or admit to it. Most people, when they get readings, I've never had a reading where a person was like, oh, I didn't already know that. Like, I already knew that. I just wanted to hear somebody else say it. Because we already know.
Now we want to get into it, but are they, I don't want to say wrong, but are the cards ever like wrong? I mean, that's my question. Are they ever like, have they ever just been totally, just? I mean, are they? I want to say like, are they random? Are they just like random to the point where there's no real? Yeah.
Oh, that goes back to the question, what is real? I've never had a reading where it was viewed as right or wrong, but some readings, people love to like rebuttal. Most people that's like very intellectual tend to like not like to hear anybody tell them about themselves.
Right.
So they're naturally going to reject because they're more ego based. Some people are more heart spirit, so it's easy to sway them. But the bottom line is you get what you get. You take what you need. I can't tell you if it's true or false. That's all your own belief. I just pull cards. I tell you what the cards mean. What you take is up to you. I'm not here to convince.
All right, let's
get
get
it.
into
I'm
it.
ready.
Meat and potatoes. Let's go.
Oh, my G.
Straight to the good part. Oh, I'm nervous. My whole thing is like, as you shuffle, I just don't want to see,
You don't like
sick
the
old
death card.
the deaf and the sick old lady and the like, damn,
What's that?
empty
that song
pockets.
from
What the
Beyonce?
hell?
It's all how you take it to them.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
He's been terrified of the death card.
And then again, like I say, I'm looking at it from the outside. Right. I'm looking from the outside in. So to me, seeing a death card is never good, and seeing
Oh, please.
the poverty card is never good. I mean, but
MTV.
it's me
But
looking
the
out
poverty
and not.
card is actually a very healthy card. We call that card the Five of Pentacles. And it's a more so realizing that your financial currency is linked to your spiritual currency. And you have to learn that in life.
See,
Five.
If you
I mean, this is
you-
definitely way over my head. This is over my pay
think
grade.
about it
and
like
shit.
this. If you feel good if you got $1 million and you feel broke if you got nothing, then your spiritual currency is messed up. Because
yeah.
you're weighing your value on material things.
I'm
With
not-
this
oh.
relationship.
Now, does it matter whether you just let her shuffle?
Yeah,
She
she
first-
how about we let you do it and I just illustrate what your cards mean to you? You
Holy
can-
so she
you
can.
can lay them out. You
I'm
want
so
you to split the
fascinated.
deck you want, and I will show you
So how many cards does she have to like?
until she feels satisfied.
Oh snap! Okay.
But when I charge, it's pretty different. I do 3 card
got 5
pulls, spirit
minutes.
guidance,
Favorite number is
reasons,
3,
and
so
love.
we're going to go with 3.
The number of creation.
And I'm going to take one from the top. I'm going to take one from the middle.
And you can do it with any cards, right? You can do it with
You can do it with a regular game playing cards too,
Right.
but it doesn't come with the major arcana. The major arcana is like the major life phase you personally going through at that moment.
So you can't use the Joker? I'm just playing.
That would be called the Fool in the tarot, which is that card she just pulled.
Ouch.
Now you see how it works.
Wow. Show it.
All right, show them the first card you pulled, which is the Fool, starting with the number
Fool.
0. So
baby.
the first card and the most infinite card in the tarot is the Fool, because before you could open or do any phase or journey or quest you want to embrace, you have to be open and receptive. You have to be free-spirited. You have to be open-minded, simply. He's walking with a stick in a bag because he's ready to take this quest. You don't know what's to come. But that's what any dream. You don't know what life is going to hand you. But the moment you accept that you're going to take whatever comes, you ready for the good, bad, and the ugly. And that's the past. She pulled 3 cards. The first card is the past. So what led her up to this reading was her open-mindedness. You know, what led everybody up in this room to this whole even interview was open-mindedness. No matter how afraid you are, you came, and she came, ready to learn something.
All right.
And she's actually very hard, like, to even be open-minded with. She pushes away a lot of stuff. So for her to even be accepting of this says a lot about her.
Nice. Okay.
The second card is the Six of Cups.
6 of cups.
Cups. And the cup symbolizes relationship, emotions, the intuitive body. It's all about our sentiments in life, whether it's something that means near and dear to us or basically a new romantic life. 6 is the number of recovery. After challenge, we learn a lot and we have to go back. So that card in particular shows her past. She's have a lot of past sentiments she's holding on to presently. They're near and dear to her. She can actually learn from these relationships. Maybe you got reacquainted with an old lover or old family member, or you maybe have like a lot of memories that you can learn from. But I can't really tell you much till you pull another card if you want more information on that actual card. But you're going through something with your past presently. Some things you have to let go. But once you let that go, the next card in your future is the Hierophant. And that's the 5th card in the major arcana, like the main cycle. So that's the first one, and that's the 5th one. The Hierophant is the one who can actually preach to the people. They're a leader. They could teach what they've learned because they've been through it, they've done that. Now it's time to guide other people forward. It's more ego-based than spiritual, though. You feel like it's your self-fulfilling prophecy to do it. But when the further you get in your life cycle, you'll realize you really don't have much to teach, but giving more reassurance and teaching. So right now, you on this new quest to just guide everyone, to lose old traditions and create new ones because you see the system is broken. And that's really where our whole consciousness is in this society. I don't know, how old are you?
36.
Yeah, so you definitely about to lead people forward. You're not an old personality, but you're a very wise soul. So you know the power of staying young, but you also gotta let go.
Because she don't look. Do she look it? Definitely don't look no
Lover
36.
of life, man. You're right about
What?
that shit. Lover of
Short
life.
and bad.
Lover of
Sure
life,
right, right.
I try, y'all. Trying to love life and get better every day.
So,
That was wonderful.
no, she would. You when hold on. You say you to clarify on that, you would have to pull out another card, right?
See, that's for your own interest,
okay.
but for her own, she found peace in that.
Okay.
That's why readings are personal, because you took the risk of going on air, but if you go a little too deep, yeah, the whole world can know what she's going through.
That can't happen.
Not at all.
Of course.
You gotta keep a little something to yourself, yeah. So,
But I was just wanting to know.
real fast before we, yeah, how long is your average reading? How long is a reading?
Until they satisfied. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I get in the mode where I'm like, all right, 20 minutes, but I always mainly do it because when they're satisfied, they got the peace they needed. They got the affirmation they needed. Like, all right. The main advice you could give anybody through the tarot is just relax and keep going. It's going to make sense eventually. That's the best life advice you could give somebody. Just relax. It's going to make sense eventually.
That's dope, man. I wish we had some more time, man. Definitely gonna have to follow up with you. Where can we find you?
Yes.
My website is epitomeofwoman.me, and my Instagram is epitomeofwoman. Just epitome of woman, and you'll find my personal through that one. So that's pretty much.
Cool.
Zaina Allen.
I do want to.
And you're not afraid anymore. I'm proud
No,
of
I mean,
you.
I'm definitely not. I'm not. I just, ask the questions that need to be asked sometimes. But I definitely want to ask you some stuff about like dreams, because I've been dreaming the future forever. So I just want to, what's your interpretation on that? But that's us, man. D2 Real Radio. Tune in next week for, I think, happiness, self-happiness, self-esteem and happiness. I think next week.
Gonna be a good one.
Making yourself happy. I am your man C, somewhere off in La La Land.
In the studio.
Check wagon.
Jen Strong, lover of life. Y'all know what it is.
Hey, your girl Tia. See ya.
See y'all next week. Love y'all.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.